bad. I can feel the sweat on me. You can see my hair. I just like it's not fun. It's why I want my hat, but I cannot find it. I refuse to sit down and actually start streaming until I find it. But like always, I can't have nice things. So I will have to settle for doing this. Dude. Ow. Yeah, I couldn't find my hat, and I'm not showing my greasy, sweaty hair on stream, which means I get to die of overheating because I can't find my hat. So, excuse me while I dude, I can't even itch my face because the sweat will get in my eyes. That's how bad it is. Anyway. Now I've got a text message. Hooray. Oh, it's my mom. Okay, there's no big deal then. Okay, so before I start talking about my week, I'm going to give an update on the grocery video that I've been talking about doing since before I moved here. It's not canceled or anything, no. I've actually still been working on it. I've been doing the research, right? So every time I get paid and do grocery shopping, I buy a relatively similar list of items at each different place and figure out what the best deal on what items were at each place. And like that's not including just like random sales. That's like every time you go, you're paying this for this, and it's a better price. And so far, I've done Dollar Tree, Dollarama, Food Basics, Walmart, and that's it. I won't be including No Frills, Farm Boy, or Zehrs in that list. Like when I do the video, I'm not going to be grocery shopping there because Zehrs is expensive. I like Zehrs. I do. I like a lot of what they do there, what they have there. But it is not the kind of place that you go during, like, to talk about how to save money. You know, like, if that makes sense. Farm Boy, I've never really grocery shopped there in general. There's not many around. So that's pretty much why, is it would just be too much of a distance for me to get to the nearest one, as well as my girlfriend has actually worked there, and so the one that's closest I can't go to, just because she doesn't want to go there. So I would have to go, like, it's just too far of a trip. It is just not worth that length of a trip, if that makes sense. Like, it's too far. It would be Little No Frills is run by someone who is currently in a lawsuit, I guess. I don't know. But basically, it's a lot of stuff with disabled people that he's been very ableist, and I don't mess with people like that because I'm very much an advocate for that kind of stuff. So I've just refused to go to Little No Frills, any of them, ever since. Um, so yeah. But yeah, the research portion is done. So the research is done for the grocery video. The next step of that is to wait until. I mean, I got paid from work today, but I once again don't have a debit card, and I'll get into that really pissy, fucking infuriating story. Makes me want to hit somebody, but because yeah, it's annoying, but that will be figured out. But that means that during this pay, I can't use my card because I would have started working on that video, like actually going to the stores, getting the items, filming this, that, the other thing. I would have actually started doing that today. That was the plan for today. I wasn't going to do a hangout stream today. There was unfortunately not going to be room for one this week unless I possibly did it on Friday. Um, Actually, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, there would probably I would probably had to wait until next Thursday. I wouldn't have been able to do at all a hangout stream this week, which would have sucked. But yeah, I wasn't going to be able to do one because today I was going to be going and getting stuff done for that video. But yeah, due to things out of my control, I wasn't able to. So I just sat down and said I will do this today. So yeah, I'll be back. When I come back, I will talk about the but like since the last hangout stream, what's been up. So another thing I've been working on, it's not exactly a video, but it is something I'm working on, is due to the documentary that came out and the new album by Bon Jovi, I've decided to try and re-rank because I've done like two different re-rankings of like a bunch of other bands that I listened to, but I wasn't able to re-rank. I just haven't gotten around to re-ranking Bon Jovi, so I've been doing that. I'm gonna actually continue to work on that after this stream. So yeah, and then I want to do a visual, like an actual video form of my Hollywood Undead Notes from the Underground review, and then I'm going to be trying to do AC/DC, which I wish I still had more of my AC/DC stuff, because I have this shirt, that poster, pants, 2 hoodies, and a swimsuit. So like it would have been kind of cool to do the review in front of this poster with like each episode doing a different shirt or hoodie or whatever. Like I think I would have liked that, but the 2 hoodies I don't own anymore. They got stolen a long time ago. This shirt and that's the only thing I have left. The pants got ruined by bleach, so they're not even worth like wearing anymore. Maybe I'll go out and try and find some more merch at some point. I'll do a little clothes shopping or something. Grab like maybe an AC/DC zip-up hoodie, some AC/DC pants, like something or another. But yeah. And then I reviewed Pink Floyd's albums last month, so yeah, talking about just like how the week's been. I didn't work on Thursday. I just wasn't scheduled for it. So that was the 27th. So I just hung out. I was going to do another like a stream like this, but I just done one the day before. So I tried to do a gameplay thing on my 360. It wasn't working, so I just ended up not doing anything. I worked on music and writing and just like my own projects outside of video and content. Like there's still content, but they're not videos. I worked more on like I said, writing, music, all that other kind of stuff. Although basically just all my side projects aren't this. Which is usually what I do in the summer anyway. I focus a lot on other stuff than the main channel. Friday the 28th, I got paid. On the 27th, I finished a song I've been working on for a while, so that's good. 28th, I got paid and went and did groceries and such and finished the research for the grocery video like I've been talking about. And so yeah. I believe on the Thursday that I finished that music and stuff, I went out with a friend and we got a big order of McDonald's, which I hadn't been to McDonald's since before I worked there. I can actually probably pull up what we bought because it was pretty great. It was a pretty nice order actually. Like I'm impressed with it. No, that's not where it would be. I think it's in the bin because I think I actually did delete them. Yes, I did. Okay. Starting at the top. Alright. So the new Sweet Chili Junior Chicken, which I got, it was really great. I enjoyed it. The new Double Creamy Parmesan and Bacon Quarter Pounder, which was pretty good. I got it with no pickles though. So, like, I just don't like pickles. A double Big Mac was what my friend got. We got a 6-piece nugget just because we brought back recently the I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Mulan dipping sauce from the '90s. We brought it back. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's permanent. I don't think we're keeping it here, but it's in the little packets now instead of just being there for one day because Rick and Morty. So I tried it and I enjoyed it. Um, got drinks, got normal stuff. We got the new strawberry pies. They were peak, and we got the strawberry cheesecake McFlurry, and that was really great. And so yeah, we got like a whole. It was a whole like feast going on there, and it was really enjoyable. And I had a good time with dinner with that group of friends of mine. Um, and then Friday we also just hung out after getting all the groceries because my friend helped me bring groceries here, so we went and did all that. But I don't talk to him anymore, and I will explain that soon. But yeah, I posted a teaser obviously for that song, and then the 29th, I don't remember much happening. Yeah, the 29th, I just hung out, did my thing. I posted the second teaser for that song. I kept working. I've been like the last like week that I haven't sat down and talked with you. I have been just working my ass off on side projects. Like I've also been playing games and like getting back to being me because I haven't been the same since I came. And that's not a negative or a positive. It's more of just I had to adjust. I had to take the time to adjust. I had to work out myself. And I've done that now. So, I was taking the time to take care of me, and I was putting a lot of work into the recording process of the album. And we're up to, I believe, track 9 of the track list, which is pretty great progress, I would say. Like, we are definitely getting deep into finishing the album. Track 10 is recorded in terms of like the individual pieces are finished. I just have not mixed and mastered track 10. So, I think I'm gonna do that later today most likely as well. But yeah, I've been just pushing and working on music and working on getting everything kind of done like that, working on the re-ranking of Bon Jovi, like I said, and just all around taking things at a pace that's, well, I'm hoping to have all these different projects done by the end of the summer. I'm also not pushing myself and burning myself out. So yeah. Then the 30th is where shit kind of really went down. So I paid my rent. I didn't really have any plans for the day. There was a chance I was going to go out and see a group of friends, separate from the ones I talked about prior. These were some people who I met during my big break from the internet, who have been there for me through a lot. So I don't talk to them very often. One of them lives like way up north and was coming down to visit. I think she's still here for another 10 days, so I might still get the chance to visit her again if she ends up wanting to. But yeah, so I visited her and I visited another couple, like 2 friends I had that I met during that time that are now a couple, and they've been together about as long as me and my girl have. So that's good. So I was supposed to go and do that. I posted Back in the Mask, the song I've been working on for a while. Which you guys haven't gotten to see it. I think I'll show you guys. I've shown you but I haven't sat down and actually like shown it on camera. But this is a mask I made. I custom make masks. I haven't done it in a long time. But just because I haven't had the money or the resources. But this was the first mask that I custom made. It kind of looks. It doesn't look great now. It's starting to chip and peel in a lot of places. But I made this in like middle school. the string is definitely like coming apart. Like if I put this on, right, doesn't really sit great. Like it's okay, but like this is kind of the best you're gonna get out of it. Which I mean, yeah, it's not horrible, but at the same time, it's not great because it really sags. Like you can see without the hood on, it really tries to slide. Like I can, it slides down my face quite a bit. It doesn't fit very well anymore. It likes to sink and slide. Yeah, and I'm sure the sweat that I just got all inside of it is not going to help the paint. Like if you look on the outside, it's chipping in certain areas. But if you look on the inside, like yeah, but I used that one years ago, but I haven't bothered to do any photo shoots with the masks in years. I don't know. I think that the appeal of them kind of went away for a while. This is the most recent mask I've made, and it still fits relatively well. And I still like it. Like I still enjoy it. I actually remember when I made this mask. I did two. There's another one on that wall that I'm not as proud of anymore, and then this one. And I made them around the same time, and I remember posting them on my original Reddit account, and people being like, "Oh shit, those are cool." So I haven't gotten to make any masks since then, unfortunately. But yeah. So back in the mask is kind of less about physically doing like a photo shoot in the masks again or anything, and more about like it's returning to the style of music that I did way like 4 years ago this week. Like when it's the kind of style that I've been wanting to kind of come back to for a while now, and I just have not been able to. I've been writing a lot more, stuff that's like emotional and from the heart. And as much as I do enjoy that, the album I released, Adulting is Hard AF, was very. I mean, people liked it. Like I was told that it was good. I think it's probably some of the best work I've put out. It's the issue is that it's all ballads. Like they all kind of sound similar. They don't really have that contrast that some of my earlier work did, specifically the album of Awesomeness, where each song kind of just hit you with a different sound. Even if, yeah, there was rapping on half the song, there was screaming on half the song, it all kind of felt different, but it didn't feel like it wasn't going anywhere or that it was disjointed. It was. I think that's still my best in terms of sound. I think Human is my favorite song I've ever done. Especially those low growls that I reached in that song. I don't think I could ever do that again if I tried, unfortunately. I don't think my voice it's just not the same. Years and it's been about going up on 4 years since that album came out. In that time I had a lot of shit happen. During the tail end of the recording process of that album, I no, not during the recording. The recording was done, the mixing was done. Album was put out. During the promotion cycle for that album, I became an alcoholic and started smoking and all this, and it took me years and years to stop with all of that. And unfortunately, it's kind of made my voice different. I can still do, it's not like I can't sing, it's not like I can't make music. It's just that some of those vocals that I was able to hit before, whether they were low growls or high notes or whatever, I can't hit them as well anymore, and I need to really work on taking care of my voice for that. So yeah, it's Back in the Mask is less about physically being that older person that I was, and more about the style of music. It's kind of more of a like, it's not recreating and reacting like that person. I'm just going back to that sound and that style. But it's not like I'm reverting, like, if that makes more sense. do think it's the best, like, hip hop based song I've done since Hollywood. So that's pretty good anyway. But anyway, yes. So I was asleep. I woke up on the 30th to messages from somebody online, threatening to show up at my house and kill me. And I mean, it's not like I've never been through that situation before. Like, I talk shit on all the time. I mean, like, there's tons of backstory to me that, like, I'm probably brought up on here being in jail and stuff, but none of that is new to me. And I was not scared of this person, but it's like, it was not a fear reaction, it was more, okay, I'm putting my plans aside to make sure that this person gets what's coming to them to threaten me. And so I waited. I was like, okay, if you know my address, show up. And they knew my address. They figured out where I was. I waited. I waited to fight them. They didn't show up. They pussied out. It was hilarious. And it was the brother of the friend who helped me with groceries. And they were throwing out just the most wild accusations. They were messaging me. They were messaging my family, my girlfriend, everybody. Throwing out the most wild accusations about me that are completely untrue and unfounded, to the point where, like, everyone was like, you're full of it, stop. Like, you're making a fool of yourself. They basically went through every default thing you could say to try and get a YouTuber or musician canceled. And when there was proof to the contrary of all of it, they just started throwing out the most baseless things. Oh, he's racist. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. He's homophobic. I've had a pride flag hung up in my room for all the last the last streams, and like proudly wore pride shirts and stuff. Yet apparently I'm homophobic. Just like stupid stuff like that. So it really just was not worth my time. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, one of the things they tried to say is he's broke and he acts broke. It was kind of a mix. First he said, oh, he has more money than he acts like he does. He acts broke, and goes to the food bank so he can spend money on like video games and stuff. And I was like, that's an iffy thing to touch on, but I am pretty broke. However, you don't have. I am under the poverty line. Like, this was confirmed. I have spoken to legal sources and board members and this and that. I am under the poverty line. I qualify for. I'm on welfare. I qualify for all this stuff. The food bank, like, you don't go to the food bank and rely on just that. You have to be able to buy groceries. Like, that's how things work. So while yes, I use the food bank, I'm not sitting there starving if I don't go. So it's kind of, it is an extra help and a boost, but it isn't what I'm only relying on. So a lot of people have kind of misinterpreted the fact that I go to the food bank as, laziness, and there were some people who went viral online lately for straight up just saying I go to the food bank to save money, not because I'm poverty line, under the poverty line. But it's both. I'm under the poverty line, so I go to the food bank, but it doesn't mean that without the food bank I would be dying, right? It's just the extra boost to help me to be able to take care of myself better, right? Because, if I pay all my rent, I don't have enough for a whole month of groceries. But with the fact that I'm working part-time and this, I don't need to justify it. I don't feel the need to justify the fact that I use the food bank. However, like, you're going to see this later on the stream, hopefully, when I show you, like, how much of what I eat in a day comes from the food bank. You will see that I do rely on it, but it does not mean that I couldn't go and fix this. It makes things easier, right? Like, I only got paid about $200 from my job today. If, and there was plenty I needed to cover, right? So, obviously Liv's taking care of all that, but there's, like, the cat, there's me, there's her, I've only actually been able to take care of, to do these things that, like, these posters and the things that I enjoy doing, because most of my money goes to just feeding me. But when it comes to our whole family we've got, no, we do need the food bank. So as of right now, I've enjoyed a little bit more luxury and a little flexibility, but that doesn't mean that I don't need the food bank or that I don't have to use it. But anyway, it went from those kind of allegations to he's too broke to afford anything, that's why he needs the food bank. Just to show you how much this person was out of their mind, right? They're straight up contradicting themselves, because one minute they're saying he's too rich to need the food bank, and the next there's he's too poor to afford anything other than the food bank. So I ended up in the mall with the same group of friends I was supposed to see that day. I just called them up and was like, hey, I need to run some errands. Somebody's threatening me. I'm not scared of anything, but I need someone to film it if I knock this shit out if they see me, or if I see them. They were like, that sounds funny, let's go. But we ended up at the mall. We were kind of just walking around, hanging out. I had some stuff I needed to pick up from the mall, as well as the mall has a kiosk outside for paying for your bus pass. And I went, that's actually why I went there, was for a month pass. So I bought my month pass, it was $50, and then I never have to pay for the bus for the rest of the month, which is a pretty good deal in my opinion. And we ended up in the mall. I saw one of my coworkers there. That was kind of cool, I guess. She was one of my favorite coworkers, so we said hi. And we ended up in GameStop, and I want to go and grab it off the shelf. I really do. However, I feel like a little bit lazy. This is a little bit of late now. I'll grab it. I will show you what I got from GameStop. And I mostly just did it I did it because I've been looking at it for a while, but I also did it to flex, just because I'm built different. Anything over, please? Okay, we didn't do that. And then we're going to show what we're doing over here. I'm going to put you back when I'm done, so don't kill me. And you can't do it. You're also altruist. Anyway, I bought this. So it's Penguin from Arkham City. If you collect the rest of the Arkham City figures, you can build Solomon Grundy. It looks like the other. Yeah, I have parts of the fourth set. You can get Ra's al Ghul, Catwoman, and Batman. I haven't seen Batman anywhere, because if I did, I would totally get the Batman. I've also seen I've never seen Catwoman, but I've seen Ra's. It would be cool to get all the Arkham City figures. It's weird that they gave him the hat, because I just played through the game recently and he doesn't wear the hat when he runs. It even looked out of place on him here. Like, he doesn't wear the hat in the game. I get that that's like a classic staple of the character, but he does not wear a hat. You'd think he would, but no. But yeah, I got the Penguin. I'm actually in the middle of collecting these multiverse figures. Not all of them, I don't want them. It's just collections and characters that I want. I've only got one here. I've got two in storage though. Yeah, the other one that I have here with me that I got while here, I talked about it in like the first Hangout stream, so a lot of people probably don't remember this. It's The Flash, but it's the design from the Justice League animated cartoon. And then I also have it's in storage. I have Joker from Death of the Family, the one with his face cut off, and I have Red Hood from Gotham Knights. And then I have there's new ones coming out based on Batman Forever, and so I pre-ordered Jim Carrey's Riddler. It comes out September 1st, so I had to order it and put it as my dad's address because I'm gonna be going there in September anyway. But yeah, it'll be starting. It doesn't even release till September 1st, so it'll be getting there around my 1-year anniversary with my girl, which is pretty cool, pretty nice gift. I'm planning to, if there's money left over today, try and pre-order the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face as well. I think that would be really cool. I've never pre-ordered something like that. Like, I've pre-ordered one video game my whole life. I've never pre-ordered like a collectible or anything. So it's kind of a cool feeling to be like, I'm gonna be one of the first people to have this. It is kind of cool. And then I got a $50 Xbox. I kind of just threw caution to the wind and got a $50 Xbox gift card, not knowing if it would work on my 360. Even the cashier was like, I actually don't know. I'm like, I know they're shutting the store down like this month, July, but I'm unsure of when. So I got a $50 gift card. I'm gonna see about getting another one today. kind of a pain in the ass because the replacement card that I have that's temporary is just for the ATM. It is not. I can't go and tap it. I have to take the money out, and I have a $25 cash takeout limit. But I will. I mean, I'm on my 360 right now. I'm gonna kind of tell you guys what I got on with this code because it worked. It was a pain in the ass to get to work though. Like there's a redeem code option in the console, like on the console, and for some reason it doesn't work. It just says the code is invalid. But if I go and I have to go onto like the website and basically redeem it on my Microsoft account, and then it redeems on everything, and it was just really weird. But sorry, there's no reason for me to do the video that I watched last night, but I felt that I needed to, just because I don't like to leave that kind of stuff lying around. I also got Skyrim. This wasn't recent though. This was, I think I mentioned it on the Wednesday stream, like last week, that I got a copy of Skyrim for the 360. I got up to Whiterun and then it crashed, so I haven't touched it since. But if we go to my games, this is what I was able to get on Xbox 360 for $50, and it's kind of impressive. Batman Arkham City, which I already had a copy of on PS4 because I have the remaster, but I wasn't able to get all of the trophies and everything. But I'm doing that now on the 360. I actually have 33 out of 70 unlocked. So I'm almost 50% done the entirety of Arkham City. How did I not get a trophy for that? Wait, I should have totally gotten that trophy. Or that. Yeah, pay your respects. I did that. That's really weird. I wonder why it didn't give me that trophy. I'll probably just try to figure that out. And then these are for the Catwoman DLC, so I'll probably install that after. Because this one doesn't. And then there's ones for. So if I want to actually complete this, I'll have to buy the DLCs. The Catwoman one is free. It's more of there's a lot of different stuff on here. This is actually going to be a lot more of a struggle than I remember. I'm not really worried about getting all of these, honestly. Like I am going to get all the side missions and Riddler trophies and the like Calendar Man stuff and whatever, but the ones that I'm not too worried about is New Game Plus. And like, because it's on 360, I don't need to fully 100% it. I just want to get most of it, more or less. And there's also the Nightwing and Robin DLCs and all that. But I don't think I can do a whole lot of that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm like, Like, I wasn't able to do the challenge maps on Origins or Asylum. It just became a little bit too much. But doing all the Riddler stuff, I've done them all on Origins and Asylum, and then I'm doing them on City here because I don't have my PS4 with me, and then in September I'm hoping to start actually doing the Arkham Knight playthrough that I promised all the way in March. As much as that's a long wait, like April, May, June, July, August, like that's a whole 6 months before I 6 months? But that's a whole 6 months between anyway. I was able to get Bolt, like the Disney game, as weird as that is, of a choice to purchase. It was actually more expensive than Arkham City, funny enough. I got this because I've been marathoning, like, I was working on a Disney marathon before the move, and I'm going to continue to probably work on it after the move, and I wanted to try and do a lot of the tie-in games for them. So Bolt is one of the ones that I played as a kid, and this is not Pixar, this is just for Disney, so yeah, Bolt was one of the ones I was interested in trying to play, so I now have it. I also got Minecraft for 360 just because it's infinitely better than any current version. I've got Doritos Crash Course, which was free. I've played it a couple times, it's pretty fun. I got the Fancy Pants Adventures, which are a bunch of old Flash games put onto a console. I'm planning to actually try and do like a walkthrough of that, as weird as it is, because it was 99¢. But that's way out in the future. That's like years and years from now. Not years and years. That's like starting probably next year would be when I would do it, because in September I want to basically wrap up what I've been starting to do. Me and my partner are going to try to watch Young Sheldon. I'm going to be trying to platinum through Arkham Knight. I am going to be trying to do the Lego Batman games. In October, I want to. I don't think there's anything specific for October, is there? No, there isn't anything I'm doing in October other than like horror movies. In June, I was supposed to do. I wanted to do a review of Child's Play 3, but I never actually got around to doing it. So maybe I'll do that sometime. Do I have that on here? One sec. I do want to see. Because if I have a copy of it, then I would be more than happy to watch it. But I think it was on this before, like years ago. Because I do not see a copy of Child's Play 3. It does not seem to be. Unless it's on Netflix or something, there's not really any chance that I'll be reviewing that soon. As sad as that is, chances are I will just talk about it in a stream. Maybe I'll probably just walk. Yeah, but I do want to get a review of that. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just do it in August. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, Fancy Pants Adventures I probably won't be doing playthroughs of until next year, because like I said, I'm doing all the Lego Batmans, doing Arkham Knight, maybe trying to do Gotham Knights, and not Suicide Squad, fuck Suicide Squad, but maybe trying to do Gotham Knights. I don't know, because I don't know if the PS5 can actually record from it the way that the PS4 can. I'd have to do some research into that. If it can't, then I'm not going to bother with Gotham Knights. And then I got Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3 on 360. I don't know. I'm going to search up what console the first game is on. I know the second game's only on 360, as well as the third, because these are like re-releases. Just search Street Fighter. Actually, before I do anything, can the PS5 record? That's it. You can record up to 1 hour of gameplay. Video of the recent gameplay is continuously and automatically recorded. You can save anywhere from the last 15 seconds to up to 1 hour of gameplay. Okay. That's cool. Like, that works. I actually do like that. Okay, so that's fine. It seems as though I should have no issue with recording on my PS5, so I might try and play through Gotham Knights, as much as it's, I've heard it's really mid, and I've seen it, and it doesn't look super interesting. I am definitely interested in playing, like, anything. Then looking at Street Fighter, looking at, like, the original, It's an arcade game. I don't think it actually ever came out on anything other than an arcade. Like, yeah, Commodore 64 and stuff, but like I don't care about that. So it makes sense that there would be Jesus. Hyper fighting. That's what this one is. That's the one that I have. It's the three. Yeah. Okay. So this is confusing as fuck, and I wish I didn't look at this. But the point is, we're fine. Street Fighter 4 is on 360. Street Fighter 5 is on PS4, and then the new one just came out. Street Fighter 6. It literally just came out like. Yeah, it just came out like a year ago. So, maybe that's something I'll end up playing. But yes, so in general, right? I've got Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3. There doesn't seem to be a way to actually get a hold of a copy of the original game. But Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4 I can get on 360, and then Street Fighter 5 I have on PS4, and then Street Fighter 6 I can get on PS5 when and if I get a PS5. I also got the first Resident Evil game. Well, it's the remaster. It's not the actual original. I didn't mean to launch that. Whoops. Go back to Xbox One, please. I don't want to play this anymore. But yes, I got the first Resident Evil. I think they have up to like Resident Evil 5 on the store. I can look. I didn't want to open that. Browse games. It should be in the on-demand section. No, that's arcade. I want on-demand. Going to R. There should be. So we've got Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Code Veronica X, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, and Resident Evil Revelations. So there's a lot of them there. I don't know which is which. I know the original is the original. It's just interesting that there's so many of them because I never would have. I don't remember how many there are. I've never really played Resident Evil. I got it just because it's something I haven't played, it's something that I know people are interested in, and it's something that I have been interested in making videos on, but just never have. So, and then I got one of the Tom Clancy games. It's actually an original Xbox game, but I got it on 360. So, yeah, it's Splinter Cell. Chaos game. So yeah, that's the games that I got. Pretty cool in my opinion. I got that all on the 30th. I spent like $90 at GameStop, but I had the money to spend for the first time in years. And then, like I said, got the figure, which was probably for GameStop, and then pre-ordered that other figure. So, and then today I'm hoping, like I said, to pre-order 2 figs. July 1st rolled around. I saw that group of friends again, or at least one out of that group of friends. The rest of them didn't end up coming. My partner came down to visit. That was pretty awesome. We hung out, and I got my place, and it was a really nice time. The Mandarin buffet was free, and that's where she got dropped off at, because I was gonna meet her there, and we were gonna go for like a lunch/dinner date at Mandarin. But it was from what she told me, she showed me pictures. The line was like around the block because it was free. So we didn't do that. We ended up going to just a pizza place down the street from where I live. At one point, we went to meet up with that group of friends because we were all going to go out for dinner. We went to the bus stop, or the bus station, like where they all kind of congregate together. Here, I will show you what I found. But, yeah, so we were at the bus station waiting, and I get a text, because our friends were like, oh, we're going to just cab as a group to come see you. And we're like, okay, cool. And then I get a text from one of the friends being like, yeah, So they were like they were in a cab on the way to my place, or because they were like, I don't really want to show up at the bus station, especially because I'll be in a cab. Why don't I just wait outside your place? I'm like, okay. I don't know when I'll get there because I've got to take like 3 buses to get there from how far along I went to wait. Um, so she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. So if you end up outside of my place and I'm not there, go wait like somewhere near like the convenience store. So she's like, okay. So then we finally get on the bus that goes to the other bus station that I have to get off at, and my partner gets a text. She had told her grandparents, hey, I'm going to be done at Mandarin probably around 3, but I still want to hang out with my friends until like 7. And they were like, cool. She got a text, she kept getting spam called by them, but when she'd answer, they would just hang up. And she kept getting empty voicemails and being like, what is going on? And they're like, oh, we're waiting for you outside Mandarin. And meanwhile, it's like 2. And we've only been hanging out at this point for about 2 hours. So, about 2 hours, right? And that's including all that travel time. Maybe a little more than that, but still. Like, she got here around noon. So we've been hanging out. It was like 3 p.m. actually when they texted, and so we've been hanging out since noon, so like 3 hours, three and a half, something like that. But most of that time had been going on the buses and stuff. We hadn't spent a lot of time actually here. Most we did was a little bit of hanging out in my room, but anyway. So she was kind of like having a panic attack. I'm like, you'll be fine. They were basically like, yeah, well, we're going home without you. She's like, okay, bye. And she got her mom to come and pick her up around 7, which was no problem. And everything was cool with that. But while we were waiting at the bus station, I found this little dude just on the ground. As silly as it is, it's a little, I dropped it. It's a little Lego Duplo Batman. It's such a dumb thing to be like, oh, that's funny. I literally just grabbed it because it was Batman and I thought it was funny, and it was just left on the ground. I don't doubt that it probably belonged to some little kid who was just chilling with it. But maybe I'm a bad person for this, but if I didn't pick it up and save him, right? Somebody would have crushed him. That kid would have never seen his toy again, and I would have been more than happy to give it back if someone had been like, oh, did you happen to see this? I'd be like, yeah, I grabbed it so that nobody would run it over, because it was straight up in the road. So I saved him, and now he has been hanging out on my shelf. I mean, yeah, like I said, if somebody was like, hey, that's mine, could you bring it back? I'd be like, no problem. But for now, he's just chilling, bro. He is just hanging out, being a goofy goober with my other guys. But yes, so we get back to my place. We hung out with my friend, with our friend. We went to a pizza place that's just like literally up the street. It's like a 15-minute walk, not even. Basically, I leave my house. There's a giant loop around for the neighborhood I'm in. So you loop around, and then you can see the pizza place. It's just up a hill. So we went there. We got a barbecue chicken pizza. It was scrumptious. Even just thinking about it, I can feel my stomach being like, I'm hungry. But I literally ate some chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts before I started drinking. I had a more like elaborate breakfast I wanted to do. But I woke up feeling really sick, which happens to me pretty often, which is why I don't usually make like bacon and eggs and all that kind of crazy stuff, because I usually wake up feeling so starving for some reason that I have to be able to just reach over and grab something, which is why I like Pop-Tarts, because even though they're not good for you at all, they definitely are something that you can just grab and go with this, which is what I need. I had a chocolate chip cookie box, but I ate it. So I've got chocolate fudge and cookies and cream. Could I have maybe grabbed better flavors like fruit ones? Yes. Did I? No, because I did that the last time and I ate them all. So I just decided because it was either I got the big jumbo box for $11 or it was three for $9, $3, which is it's the same amount. I'm getting the same amount either way. I think I'm actually getting more with the three for $9 because each one comes with eight. But I believe the jumbo box, the raspberry only has six. But I could be wrong. But yes, I grabbed some more like desserty flavors. I don't really know. I was in the mood for chocolate. Um, what was I talking about? Shit. But yes, we got the barbecue chicken pizza. It was godly. It was amazing. Oh, it was great. Before we went to get the pizza, right, my partner and our friend, who was also female, they were hanging out in like a little area in a field. And when I got out to go, like I came home to use the restroom and like grab some snacks and grab whatever just to kind of hang out. I got there and there was this guy and he was pretending like he wasn't creeping on them, but he was at the tree and he was on his phone. He kept like looking over at them and like staring at them. So I got there and they're like, "Hey, like this guy's being really creepy," and they're like, "We should move." I'm like, "Well, were you here before he got here?" They're like, "Yeah, we were here first." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go talk to him." My partner panicked. She thought I was gonna pop this guy's head off, and I'm just like, "Hey, look, I'm sure this isn't your intention, sir, but these two young women are really uncomfortable with how close you're standing to them and how much you keep looking at them. Do you think you could take like a couple steps away? I don't want to have to start a problem with you." And he's like, "Yeah, okay, no problem." He's like, "I'm not creeping on them." I'm like, "Dude, I don't care if you are or not. Like, it's not my place. My girlfriend and her friend told me that you made them uncomfortable. It's better if we all just kind of walk away." He's like, "Okay, okay." Then he comes back with like five of his friends, and they kind of tried to start like confronting me, being like, "Why did you say this? He's not a pervert." And I'm like, "Look, they're creeped out, not me. I don't really give a shit. So if you really weren't being a creep, there's no reason to get so defensive. I get the need to feel like you need to be. I know that feeling, but it was as simple as, yeah, sorry, I'll go to this other shady area. Like, you don't have to do that." Like, "Oh, well, we're just waiting for a couple more friends and then we were going to go play at the basketball thing." And I'm like, "Okay, like, no problem. I don't have a problem with you being here. I don't have a problem at all." They felt uncomfortable. They told me they felt uncomfortable, so I let you know, "Hey, they're feeling uncomfortable. Could you maybe be a little more respectful?" Then they went off, did their thing, and everything was cool. We all shook hands, but it was like, bro, you got so defensive over it. There's no way you weren't. Especially because we got on the bus later, and sure enough, same guy was on there, staring them down. So I kind of had to get in the way again. But yeah, so we went, we got our pizza. That was awesome. We came back to my place. We sat, we hung out. My partner's mom came and picked her up. So then it was just me and my friend. And there was a place. It wasn't like close by. It was only one bus though, so it wasn't horrible. But it was giving. They were giving out free medium pizzas, and I was like, "That's a steal." Like, if we can get like five people to go in separately, we can get five pizzas. That's based, but there was only two of us. We were only able to get two, and I didn't get to have any of the pepperoni. I got a cheese and she got a pepperoni, but I wasn't able to have any pepperoni because she was bringing it to the other group of friends that weren't with us that day, unfortunately. So I brought the cheese one home. I took one bite and I'm like, "This is bad. Even for free pizza, it tasted like cardboard with like not as like lunchable cheese and some red peppers. Even though I got just cheese pizza, so why did it taste like red pepper? It did not have taste like tomato sauce. I didn't taste any sauce. It was just weird. It was just weird. It was bad. I didn't like it, but I ate it because it was free pizza. And hey, what are you gonna do? I didn't fart. It just I like having a nice lavender. I do. I like to make sure my room is nice and like, especially right now because there's some clutter going on in this general area.
around where this camera is that I'm like, I have to at least feel a little cleaner. I ran out of shampoo the other day, and so I haven't been able to wash my hair, which is why I've been so insecure. Because yeah, it's greasy, it's gross. I'm planning to get shampoo today. Um, my partner has to do a bunch of stuff for the cat, so I'm just like I'm waiting until there's money. Like I know what money I've got, and then I'm gonna be getting shampoo. It's probably gonna be after this stream that I'm gonna be kind of trying to get all that. But like I said, I have to go take it out in cash, and that's a pain in the absolute ass to do. To go out and be like, I'm gonna go do this. Like that is annoying and a pain and not fun. So I've been kind of avoiding it because yeah, I could order it, but it would be like $30 more, and it's not worth that to me. So I've still got soap, I've still got deodorant. It's just become a ritual the last like 3 days of vigorously reapplying deodorant, reapplying, everything. Trying to keep myself from feeling gross, but I've been consistently feeling gross, unfortunately. But I'm not going to be going into a big panic like I did last week's stream and cleaning my room because it's really not that dirty. It's just me, like, as a person that feels dirty. That's all it really is. Like, and I can say that with confidence because, like, there's a little bit of clothes on the floor. Yeah, these are clean. These are my pajamas. These are the shorts I was a little smelling before I ended up deciding that I like this outfit. Sure, like this is all clean. It's fine. Like there's nothing ridiculous going on in terms of clutter or grossness. It's not that. It's just I just feel gross, and so the world around me feels gross because every little particle of dirt starts to feel like it's getting onto me, and it's not like I have like a bunch of garbage in my room. Like I've got 3 bags, but one is cans, one is cardboard and plastic, and one is actual garbage. And one of them is going out today, and the other 2 aren't full enough for me to put out. So like, there you go. Get a drink. Nothing bad's going on with me. But yes, due to my body not being nice, the hickeys, I usually just call it the hickeys. It's been a lot of reapplying deodorant, air freshener, just like a bunch of stuff like that. Like I'm gonna do it right now real quick. Because that's like the only way that I genuinely feel like I'm not melting slowly right now, if that makes sense. Like there's a reason I buy 2 deodorants at a time, because like, and yeah, like I've been able to wash my body. I was gonna shower last night, but there was 2 big spiders, and I have, actually there's 3, there's 4, yeah there's 4. No, there's 5, there's 2 on the floor, 1 on the wall, and 2 in the shower. And I was like not having it with that, because I have a crippling arachnophobia, like it's bad. Even in video games, like you'll probably see if you watch me play like Skyrim, when the big spiders come around, I start to like freeze. It's not fun at all. I do not fuck with spiders. I hate them. So, avoiding that. Okay, and then last little touch for this. And yes, it doesn't help that during these weekly streams I regularly make myself warmer by wearing less warm, wearing more clothes. first, when I came home, I watched the first X-Men movie, like after everything, and then went to sleep, and then on the second, well, okay, so here's another thing that happened on the 30th. So, I was on the phone with my mother. I was in Walmart. I had to buy new shoes. I wish I could show you the shoes, but they're downstairs and I don't feel like grabbing them. But they're really cool. I actually really like these. My old ones were literally falling apart as I was walking, and I was not going to go wear my work shoes out in public. So I had to get new ones, and I got ones. They were a good deal too. They were at Walmart at $20. They're really nice, dude. I really like these shoes. I'm actually like taking such good care of them right now. Like they're my favorite pair of shoes I think I've ever owned. Probably. I think I owned a pair of Converse once that I really liked though, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, I went to go pay for the shoes, and I realized that because I was in the baby section for about 25 minutes on the phone with my mother, because she was worried about me after she heard about the threats, and I told her, dude, I don't care. Someone had pickpocketed me. At least that's what I think happened. I looked everywhere for my debit card. It's nowhere. I've had to order a replacement, which frustrated me to all hell because I just got a replacement this year. So that fucking sucked because my debit card stopped working in early June. It just stopped. Like I had the money, but no matter what I did, I could not tap. I could not put it in into the pin. I could not swipe. It just did not work. So I had to order a new one because mine just wasn't working. And even the bank was like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck is wrong with this. I think we need to just get you a new card. I think your chip's broken. So they ordered me a replacement. I went like a week or two, almost 2 weeks without a debit card. Got my card. And then went less than a week having it. And then it's gone. So, but they didn't take my wallet, but I looked everywhere. And there's no way I could have dropped it because, given the time frame, the only spot that I could have dropped it that it would make sense that I never found it would have been on the bus. Because I got the stuff from GameStop, I bought my bus pass, I got on the bus. I did not take my card out for my wallet until I was paying for the shoes. So it only makes sense that it fell out somewhere between tapping for the bus, putting it in for the bus card, and getting to Walmart, which would have been on the bus, or when I was in the aisle and not paying attention, and someone came up behind me, and like, I can kind of try to give you a walkthrough, I guess. This is my wallet, right? My Dragon Ball Z wallet. I keep my debit card in the top row here, okay? Top row, and it's not that hard for if it's aiming out the right way. Like let's say I put it in my pocket and it's facing this way. Like let's say it's in my pocket and it's like this, right? Someone could easily slip their hand in when I'm not looking. Go like this. Like let's say, because that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, let's say it's in my pocket and I wasn't wearing these pants. I was wearing pants with much bigger pockets. It's as simple as someone going in, sliding it out, going like that, taking it out, and then sliding it back in, and I wouldn't even notice. So that's my best guess, because, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so I had to go order a new replacement, which means I have to go another, probably up until like almost July 15th without a debit card. And they gave me a temporary that I have to just put into the ATM. So Tuesday I was figuring all of that out. I wanted to do a stream like this Tuesday. That was the original plan. And then I couldn't because my bus pass also wasn't working for some reason. Like, it just straight up said, like, it was fair. Like, it was like, oh, pay $1.55. But it never says that. It just goes month pass when you tap it. So I had to go all the way to downtown, like one town over, and then go downtown where all the shady stuff is, to go to the bank, to get that replacement card, and then to go to the customer service for the transit service and be like, yo, what the fuck? So they had me show them my card, they had me show them my ID to prove it was me, and then they had me show proof on my banking app that I paid. And I showed them all that, and it took them 10 seconds to go, okay, there you go, money passed, and it works. So I don't know why it was so difficult, but whatever. But yeah, I had a lot of shit I was doing that day. That was really sucky. And then am I stupid? I did all that stuff yesterday. That wasn't Tuesday. What the hell did I do on Tuesday? Tuesday, July 2nd. What did I do on Tuesday? Am I stupid? Wait. Am I an idiot? Because there's definitely something that I did on Tuesday. Like, maybe I'll go through my camera roll because there's something from Tuesday. No. That's weird. Oh. I remember what I did on Tuesday now. Okay, that took me so long. I went to the food bank, and that was a pain because if you can probably see how uncomfortable I am. I keep moving my arms weird ways. On Tuesday, I was bringing food bank items home, and it was like 3 bags, and it was really heavy, and it really hurt my shoulders and my hands because of my birth defect. To the point where, honestly, if it still hurts as bad as it does right now tomorrow, because that's going up on, that's, what was the second? So 3, 4, 5, that's 3 days. I might actually have to go to the hospital to be like, what the fuck did I do to my shoulder? I doubt it's dislocated or something. I think I just really tensed it up and need a massage, but hey, if I can get a doctor's note for a free massage, I doubt it. But if I could, that'd be based. Or even just like a chiropractor one time, like something or another, because everything hurts all the time. And like I can't work if my shoulders are not letting me barely move. So but yeah, I did that, and then yesterday was when I did all that stuff to get my card and all that. So there you go. Because I wanted to do it on Tuesday. That's right. I did the food bank. I realized my card was acting up. Called customer service. They said, okay, we think we fixed it. Let us know tomorrow if you didn't. Like, go to the office. I'm like, I was supposed to work yesterday, and I literally wasn't able to because my bus card wasn't working. So I had to scrape together some crack change and go. And I literally, if I didn't work, I had 1 round trip. I had enough to get me from my place to the customer service, which meant that if they didn't actually fix it, I would have been stranded downtown with all the crackheads and probably would have had to sleep at a homeless shelter. Because I would have had no other way to get anywhere. So, that sucks. But, luckily it all worked out, so that's good. And then that brings us to today. After almost 2 hours of a stream and 2 hours of talking, we're finally at today. It's been a long week. It's been an eventful week. That's why I almost wasn't able to do this today. But due to the I wasn't planning this stream today. Like I said, it wasn't going to happen until another 7 days from now. Imagine how long that stream would have been. Like, I would have had to set aside like 6 hours for it because it would have been June 27th until here. Let me give you a good, like a little. Okay. I gotta do something after this. Yeah, so it would have been from June 27th to July 11th. That's like a lot of stuff to cover. So luckily I was able to kind of do this today, but we will see about that. Sorry, I got something in my email I'm supposed to look at, but I'm not seeing it. What's this? Something to do with... Hold on. There you are. It took way too long for me to see that. I got sent the money to go and get the shampoo and all of that. I'm not gonna go use it yet because I want to wait until later. Mostly because if I want to get groceries, I have to go all the way back down to downtown again, which is a pain in the ass. Like, I would basically be done for the day after that. I'd be doing that, coming, getting the groceries, and then coming home and just on the ground, just dead. So. We're done talking about our week. That was a lot. That was a lot to talk about. I'm starving, but we're not done with this stream just yet. No. I have some stuff I want to show you, but I think you guys will like it. You'll like it. You'll like it. Okay, so I got groceries delivered to me the other day because I was unable to go out and get them, and I needed some stuff. Mostly it was just stuff that was left over from my previous Walmart list that I was like, hey, I could really use this, and so no one brought here. Because I make my grocery list, and then I'm like, okay, what could I wait to get until after the food meeting, right? Depending on what they give me. So that's what was needed was this stuff. So this is 3 things that my girl ordered, she paid, she got something. Apple cinnamon Cheerios. I'm not gonna be eating these on camera. These are just a personal love of mine. I tried them during the cinnamon snack ranking, which was very like cinnamon, mostly cinnamon cereals. There was a couple cinnamon snacks. I can pull it up and talk about it actually for a second. Nothing too much. Like it was just a run of the mill, like one of my big food things, like when I would do big rankings of a certain type of food, and one was cinnamon, and apple cinnamon Cheerios was my favorite cinnamon cereal that wasn't. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So I asked her just to surprise me. I'm like, just pick something that you know I liked, that you'd be interested in seeing me eat, or like not interested in. Anyway. And she was like, okay, and that's what I ended up with. Who keeps unsubscribing? Why am I under 200 right now? I went from 202 to 199. This is bullshit. Anyway. It's funny because I said when I hit 200 subs I would start using Instagram and Instagram Threads,
And it's funny because I'm now at 199, but I'm not gonna delete Instagram. I'll just start re-promoting my channel. This is Canadian fast food items, Disney movies rank, which I guess I could catch you guys up to speed on that. This isn't in like an order. This is just what I've seen and such. Dinosaur 0 out of 10. Timon and Pumbaa TV show 1 out of 10. The Lion King 10 out of 10. The Lion King 1.5 1 out of 10. The Lion King 2 8 out of 10. The Lion King live action 0 out of 10. The Lion Guard Disney Junior show 2 out of 10. The Hercules show 7 out of 10. The Hercules movie 10 out of 10. Aladdin 10 out of 10. The Aladdin sequel 0 out of 10. The Aladdin live action 0 out of 10. Sword Out of Stone 5 out of 10. Black Cauldron 0 out of 10. I wasn't a fan. I know it has its actually no. Black Cauldron was 6 out of 10. Hunchback 10 out of 10. Hunchback 2 0 out of 10. Emperor's New Groove 10 out of 10. Kronk's New Groove 9 out of 10. Emperor's New School 8 out of 10. Brother Bear 6 out of 10. Brother Bear 2 5 out of 10. Home on the Range 0 out of 10. Winnie the Pooh 10 out of 10. Bambi 10 out of 10. Bambi 2 Mom Strikes Back best plot twist ever 10 out of 10. I hated Encanto. Wish was a 5 out of 10, and then The Nightmare Before Christmas was a 10 out of 10. So that's just all the Disney movies that are just Disney that I've seen in the last seen this year, sat down and watched this year, and so yeah. And then there's Marvel movies, which I got down to Endgame. I'm planning to continue to review the Marvel movies in September, but giving you the most recent rankings: Deadpool 10 out of 10, Civil War 10 out of 10, Homecoming 10 out of 10, Black Widow 4 out of 10, Black Panther 5 out of 10, Doctor Strange 3 out of 10, Into the Spider-Verse 7 out of 10, Logan 10 out of 10, Deadpool 2 9 out of 10, Ant-Man and the Wasp 0 out of 10, Thor Ragnarok 3 out of 10, Infinity War Endgame both 10 out of 10. Oh, damn. Okay, I guess I should delete this post because it's no longer accurate. Boom. Okay, this is the one. This is the post that I was talking about, where there's all of this. Okay, so amazing day today. Did some breakfast cooking. Blah 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 blah. It was just a genuine life update. But here's the cinnamon. So there was cinnamon gum 4 out of 10. Apple cinnamon Cheerios 10 out of 10. Apple Jack 6 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch 10 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Minis 5 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Rolls 6 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Churros 7 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dunkaroos 8 out of 10. Cinnabon Cereal 10 out of 10. 2-Bite Cinnamon Rolls 6 out of 10. Cinnamon Rice Krispies 0 out of 10. Minecraft Cereal 7 out of 10. Cinnamon Bun Oreos 10 out of 10. Cinnabon Coffee Creamer 10 out of 10. Pillsbury Cinnabon Cinnamon Rolls 10 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cookies 4 out of 10. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cake 6 out of 10. Wendy's Cinnabon Pull Apart 0 out of 10. Cinnabon's Classic Cinnamon Roll 7 out of 10. And Flago Toast Crunch 0 out of 10. The Cinnamon Challenge, rather KMS out of 10. Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey 10 out of 10. I have a severe drinking problem, please help. Cinnamon 6 out of 10. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch Iced Coffee 10 out of 10. I've actually edited those ever since, everything after the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cake was added on after the fact. There's some nice pictures here though, actually. This was one of my favorite status updates I posted on YouTube because I cooked this giant amazing sandwich. I might actually pull up the display capture to just show you like a genuine there. Okay. Yeah, so I cooked this. This was all done by me and me alone. We got egg, bacon, sausage, cheese. There's some different sauces on there. There's hash browns. That's a picture of me back then. I cut my hair since then, but just with a Snapchat filter about the new Wendy's thing. And then this was me and my buddies. We got some Cinnabon and we got some Tim Hortons cafe drinks, which was because of going up here, all the way up here, was because of these, which, as you can see, this is a really long list of different Canadian exclusive fast foods that I have tried over time. So, but yes, why am I at $1.99? This isn't fair. I'm actually gonna post about it too. Excuse me? Just gotta act like I'm super mad about it, even though it really doesn't bother me. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it's probably like related to some other stuff. Yeah, I wish that the chilling on my Xbox stream had worked. It really didn't work. Too much lag. But yeah. Anywho. Yeah, unfortunately it was Retro Slope was the friend that I'm no longer going to be associated with. Unfortunate. But anyway. Okay. Big stretch. That was a big one. Oh, and on the July 1st, I actually got a Switch. It's my partner's Switch, but she wants to play games online with me. She has my PS4. She could have just given me the PS4, but I'm actually glad she gave me the Switch because I don't really want to touch the PS4 right now. Not because I'm mad at it, but more of just like, I don't think I would be doing much of my side stuff. I kind of tend to get a dependency on the PS4, as weird as it is, because it's so easy to stream consistently and play on it that I sometimes just do that and I become lazy and I don't push myself. So that's why I'm doing all these side projects and just hanging out once a week here, because I'm really trying to push myself to do more than be just a gaming streamer. But yeah, I've got some games. I've got Pokemon Violet, I've got Animal Crossing, I've got Breath of the Wild, Kirby, got Smash Bros, which I love Smash, so I'm probably gonna play that, and Mario Kart. And that's just the physical ones. There are some digital ones on there, but I haven't. You know what? Screw it. Let's touch the Switch. And then I'll talk about my other stuff, the grocery things. But I want to touch the Switch because I haven't played it yet, and it's been charging. We're gonna touch the Switch, boys. Let's go. Let's see what we've got. Fortnite. We've got Undertale. If I go to my page, it should be. Yeah, Fortnite, Undertale, Monopoly, Untitled Goose Game, Fall Guys, Among Us, and the like N64 and Super Nintendo games and such, I believe. Uno. I guess there's another Kirby game on here. There's Overwatch. And then going into the eShop because I've been thinking about buying a Nintendo card sometime to see what's on here. But I want to see what's on here first. Right, I'm not connected on here. That's my fault. Let's do that. Let's connect. I'm stupid. That's the moral of this story. What the fuck? That's depressing. These are just, yeah, registered. Okay, that one makes sense. didn't know Dead Air. Well, other than that, like 15 minutes of me not being here, but that was something I couldn't control at that moment. And luckily, it wasn't like an emergency. I just was waiting for the restroom, and then I used the restroom. Oh yeah, successfully connected. Let's go to the eShop now. Alright, that's not bad. I'm being texted. People want to talk to me. I'm popular. Help. Nah, I can go. Alright. So. What the hell is this? Free download. Wait, what is this game? This looks kind of interesting. Star Wars Hunters. Is this just a mobile game that's been brought to the Switch? Because I'm gonna be annoyed if it is. But it kind of looks like it might be. This definitely looks like it's just a mobile game. These are all cool. Oh yeah, Epic Mickey Free Brush actually looks really cool. I can't even lie. Like I would be kind of interested in pre-ordering it. As weird as that is. I maybe wouldn't pre-order it. I would probably just buy it after it came out. Actually, I don't think. Oh, there's a new Mario and Luigi game. I remember playing Dream Team on the DS and loving it. That's hella cool, actually. What is this? Bro, why didn't I know about any of these new games? I wouldn't be interested in pre-ordering any of these, but this one I might actually be interested in pre-ordering. Ninja Turtles Splinter's Fate, or Splinter Fate. Oh, it's like a, it's a, it's a, it's an RPG. I don't like the way this game looks actually. I don't think I want it. Ace Attorney, Minecraft. Okay, so little great deals. So I'm just chilling on here. None of this looks. What the hell? A hentai games bundle for $2.69, of course, instead of $95. Why would I use my Nintendo Switch to look at naked anime girls when I can just play Metroid? I'm kidding. This is concerning. I think Connor was telling me about this too, because it's just a bunch of hentai, and it's rated teen. How is a hentai game rated teen? What the fuck are you talking about? So okay, so it's one game, and then it's a bunch of DLCs. No, it's multiple games and a bunch of DLCs. Huh. Okay. That's kind of hilarious. I can't even lie. Um, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. I already have the second and third game. If it means that it comes with the first game, then maybe I'd be interested in purchasing this on the Switch. Because then I would just play the first game. It's 12 arcade classics, so which games is it though? Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, and Alpha. Okay. So that's kind of cool. Maybe I would look at that. I would maybe consider buying that. It's 13.32. Let's see. That's not horrible. This
especially like thinking about it, if I got a $50 Nintendo card, that's not bad. It could be worse. Um, Fortunately, it's looking like genuinely the only game on here that I would actually bother with. Um, and maybe the hentai ones, but I wouldn't do that on her Switch, that's for sure. She'd kill me though. So, yeah, it's looking like the best option is, ooh, eh. Oh, the Grand Theft Auto trilogy is $40. That's not bad, actually. I think I would prefer that on PlayStation 4 though, than instead of Switch. So, still only really looking at Resident Evil 2 is $9.99, but that's also on 360, I believe. Um, Wait, no, what is this? That one was Resident. What the fuck? I don't even understand the Resident Evil series. I can't lie, because there's so many of them called the same thing. Oh, Resident Evil Revelations 2 is what it was. So that other one up there, the hell? This one's a penny. Why is this game literally a penny? That's really funny. Resident Evil 2 Cloud, 1999. But some of these are different things. Um, yeah, it's definitely most of this stuff. If I can get it on PlayStation, I'd rather do that. Um, Maybe I'm just not meant to be a Switch player, you know? Like, maybe that's just how it is. Especially because she says she prefers if I get the physical copies. So, that's kind of. Most of these games definitely have physical copies, so it's like, I don't think there's much in looking at and getting a gift card unless I was to get something like that only has digital copies, or the physical copies are really hard to find. So I've got a text. I'm gonna answer that. Um, cool. So yes, I cannot go out and get stuff yet because we're waiting about our Deadpool and Wolverine Cineplex tickets, and we're waiting to see if my partner can get a ride this month to see it. So, going back to these two cereals, we have Crave Brownie, which I've never tried, but I like regular Crave quite a bit. And you know what? I'm not going to reveal the next one. I want to. I want to actually like, boom, like big reveal. I'm gonna go bring the milk up here. I promise I'm not leaving. I'm gonna come back with the milk. I promise. However, I want to try this on camera. So because I've never tried it, and I think it would be an interesting thing to talk about. I'm excited for this other cereal. But if you're in my Discord server, you'll see what it is. But if you're not, you won't know, and you'll probably be kind of like shocked by it. Okay. Where is my ribbon? I'm gonna mute and turn the camera off while I do the told you I'd be back, guys. You didn't believe me? You didn't think? Back with the milk? Okay. Let me throw my hoodie back on. I'm very insecure about my hair right now. Just because it looks really, really bad. Alright. So. I've got my bowl, got my spoon, and I've got the cereal. This is the first thing I've eaten today since those chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts. And here it is lunchtime. Actually, it's almost 1 p.m. Smells interesting. Like, I could definitely say it smells. I mostly just smell the box. I don't really smell the cereal, unfortunately. And then we've got our milk, which I got from the food bank. It actually goes bad in 4 days, so I'm trying to use as much of it as possible, which is why I'm doing this today. Nice amount of milk in there. Don't spill. Don't worry. The only reason that I wanted to put you down was to grab one of these little plastic cups, put some milk in. Like I said, I'm trying to get all of it used in by like Sunday. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't try it on camera. I have to just eat it off camera and chill. But that's just because of I'm having it in my room, so unfortunately. Let's see if it's any good though. Hopefully it is. It's okay. It's really nothing special. Crave brownie cereal was. I think I'm looking at my beard. Unfortunately, a little bit mid. It's really sad for me to say that. Now, are you guys prepared? Because this is going to be wild. Are you ready to see what other kind of cereal I got? Goth Girl cereal. Okay, I posted it on my Discord server when I saw it and when I got it. I was like, there's something so funny to me about just this in general. Like, first off, it's a Goth Girl cereal. Second off, it's a Wednesday cereal. Third off, it's a cereal based on a Netflix show. So you could just as easily say it's a Netflix cereal. And I find all of these things really funny. And I just thought that there's no way that this is going to be super great, right? There's like no way. This is cookies and cream flavored. There's no way that this is going to be like an Oreo O's, but we will see. We will find out if Wednesday cereal is any good. There's marshmallows in it, so I mean that's pretty cool. That's I don't like the smell. I actually hate that smell. That smells gross as fuck, dude. And that's not the box. That's literally the cereal. It smells just disgusting. It even looks kind of cheap. What the hell? This is not. I doubt that they did it on purpose, but it smells rotten, dude. So I will add milk and hope that makes it slightly better. Well, and I just finished my milk. That's good because I wanted this milk to gone. So I'm actually glad that it's empty. It just sucks because I want to make sure I have milk for the cookies and cream Pop-Tarts that I got, but that's fine. This is fine. Dude, these are supposed to be like flat. And you can see that the dye that they're using is not working and it's different colors and it really came from the milk. Oh, I hate this. This does not taste good. The Crave was way better than this. This tastes like a dollar store cereal. Like, this is the most cheaply produced crap I've ever eaten. And I ate the Star Wars cereal, bro. No. You know what? I ate PJ Masks cereal. It was better than this. Why did you do this, Kellogg's?
experience. Do not buy that. Like, ever. Like, genuinely. Not even for the novelty of trying. Like, the PJ Masks one was at least funny. To go like, oh, I tried it. But like, I feel like I need to brush my teeth after eating this.
Don't buy this. Like, genuinely, don't. Disgusting. Not good. Worst. I think this is the worst cereal I've ever tasted in my life, bro. Like, it smells bad, it tastes bad, it doesn't look appealing. Like, dude, I feel like I need to brush my teeth before I do anything else today after that. That's how gross that tasted, dude. That is genuinely upsetting. That something would taste so bad. Oh, God, it's giving me. Ugh. This is not good, bro. That was actually nasty. Like, I don't want to eat that, but I paid for it. So I guess I gotta eat that eventually. But, dude, I'd rather eat that shredded wheat over there than touch that. Like, oh my god, dude. That's actually so disgusting. I don't like that. I need to rinse my mouth out or something. Like, Jesus. Alright. Well, now that it's like 1 p.m., I should go make lunch. And I'm going to do that. I am going to go make a really nice sandwich, come back. I'm gonna eat the sandwich. I was gonna eat it on camera, but I feel like that'll be really messy and really gross. But I think it would also give a good insight into what I've got from the food bank. So I'm gonna make the sandwich. I'm gonna bring it here. I'm gonna talk about the sandwich, and then I'm gonna eat it off camera. And go out. Probably go try and go about the rest of my day, pretending that I didn't just eat the nastiest cereal of my life. That cereal was almost as bad as the TV show it was based off. Oh, and yes, today, this morning, I took down the flag. Unfortunately, it was just making me uncomfortable to have. Not because I'm not for it, just because I didn't like outing myself. But they replaced it with AC/DC and Deadpool and Wolverine, which is pretty cool. Deadpool Wolverine one was actually behind the camera originally, and AC/DC was near my door. So I'm glad that these are both here now, because it's actually nice. Personally, I don't know. Personally, I like the background going on over here of these two posters. I just like that. Yeah, I will be back. try to look for that, but I'm worried I'm gonna. Yeah, definitely look. Brown bread, like the whole wheat from Walmart, mayo from Walmart, and then cold cuts, lettuce and onion all from Food Bank, and then barbecue sauce and Great Value honey mustard. It's bullseye chicken and rib barbecue sauce. Should specify.